The wise man knows when to keep silent. Only the fool tells all he knows. This is a very important quote from my book, Odd and the Frost Giants by Neil Gaiman. Let's start with our main characters. Odd is our protagonist. He is a young man that lives in a Viking village with his mom and stepdad. His father died on a Viking raid into Scotland, and Odd was wounded in the leg by an axe, by a woodcutting accident. He is described as being a very strange boy, which makes the name Odd perfect for him. Some other characters we have are Thor, Odin, and Loki. But these are Norse gods, which you may have heard their names before, but the only difference is they are trapped in animal form. Thor is trapped as a bear. Odin is trapped as an eagle. Loki is trapped as a fox. And our antagonist is an ice giant. He is so huge, he is mistaken as a mountain. He is so big. Let's talk a little bit about our story. Our story begins in the medieval Viking times. We learn about Odd, and we discover that he hurts himself while trying to chop a tree down. He misses and swings an axe and hits his leg, and now he has a bad limp, and it's hard for him to move. Odd is not very liked in his village, and he decides to take a trip to his father's cabin in order to chop some trees down. However, on his way to the cabin, he runs into a fox and an eagle, and this fox and eagle leads him to a giant bear who has his paw stuck into a tree trunk. Apparently, the bear was trying to get the honey out of a tree because the bees were inside, but he got himself stuck. Odd walks up to this bear and says, "Bear, I will free you, but please do not eat me." So Odd frees the bear, and the bear does not eat him. Actually, the bear, the eagle, and a fox follow Odd back to his cabin, and Odd lets him inside and gives him dinner. Then Odd realizes that these animals are actually gods, and the gods tell him that Loki was tricked and gave a frost giant Thor's mighty hammer. And now Odd needs to help the gods get back into Asgard, which is the home of the gods. And this is our conflict. Odd must find a way to get into Asgard, and he finds a very clever way of riding a rainbow bridge into Asgard. And when he gets into Asgard, he learns more about the gods and the frost giants. And he finds a way, he tries to plan a way to save the gods and the world from the frost giants. Will he succeed? You're going to have to read the book to find out. Now, the genre of our story is a fantasy. The setting is medieval Scandinavia and Asgard, which is the home of the gods. This is a great story to learn about Viking mythology. If you really enjoyed Percy Jackson and if you like Thor from Marvel, you should read Odd and the Frost Giants by Neil Gaiman. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my book report. I know it was a little bit longer than we wanted. I got a little off track. A little bit more practice would have allowed me to trim down some of those little rants that I went on. But I just wanted to show you this is my graphic organizer that I use to help plan out my book report. If you read through this, it's on my Power School page under monthly book reports. If you'll read through it, you'll notice that I kind of almost read exactly from this. I spent some time memorizing this piece of paper, and this helped me gain the confidence I needed to say all the things that I wanted to say. I planned out everything I wanted to say on this paper, and I used it to memorize. I read through it over and over and over again. I made sure to highlight all my academic words. Okay. I started with a good hook. I just didn't say my book is. I tried to have a good closing where I connected the book with other books that you may enjoy reading. So please use a graphic organizer similar to this to help you read. And remember, one of the things that you're going to need to do is practice, practice, practice. All right. The more you practice, the more confident you're going to be, the better your time is going to be. All right. Good luck on your book reports. Please let myself or your teacher know if you have any questions about it. Good luck.